Hello, my name is Joo Won Park, and I'm going to show you CMPE Variety Pack today. It's a collection of the previous CMPE apps that process or creates a sound, and they are all in one program now. So it's kind of like a review of everything that we have done so far, but I think you're gonna like this one because I have added some features and updated a few things too. So when you download and open the app, you are going to see this window, and you are going to be able to choose any of the CMP app or processors that we have used and learned so far. For example, if I go to the very first one that we have done, RMHS, now that you see that the parameters that you see on the left side of the screen changes to the numbers and the parameters that's suited for the RMHS. And if I move to the APG, and it changes, and the color schemes also changes according to the CMP app that you choose, but also the parameters that change too. So the operation is same as the last one. Actually, it's a little better for some because now all you have is start and stop, and you can choose the parameters in here. So now, here, and it starts. When you press once, it stops. Okay, so RMH is essentially the same. One thing that I have added for this version is that now we have a simple save and load parameter button. So now that let's say you like this setup, right? But perhaps we want to change a few things. For example, I want my fundamental frequency to be like 40. And I do not want to have too many overtones, so let's go with that and make it a little louder, and we're gonna save it for now. Okay, and it creates a different overtone, a drone based on the different overtone series. Now, let's say I want to change something here too. So let's say I want to actually change to like some stuff in here like this. Okay. And then we play it. And let's pretend that we do not like this one. So now, what I have to do is click load, and it's gonna go back to the parameter that we have had before. Okay, now, and the save and load function applies to every CMPE. So now we're gonna go to like APG, and it plays the audio palindrome. Right, and as a review, some of the CMPs you can drag and drop an audio file like a chicken sound, someone saying "oh yeah," and perhaps someone singing, and then it creates the audio palindrome with those sounds that we just had.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna stop for now. So now you may have noticed that when I press start, some of the areas gets grayed out, or for example here now you also have a NA, not applicable. Well, every CMP will share the same window. So if there are only like 3 parameters to use, for example, like in SIOE, right, then we are not going to use this one. So some of these, for example, will get grayed out. SIOE uses only one sample, so second and the third sample load window will get disabled while using SIOE. Okay, and SIOE also has a one shot. It's a audio supercut, and we can create all sorts of sound with this, right? So we can have this, and that's a supercut using a 10 repeats. But let's say I'm gonna save this, and I want to change this into like something like this. Make a long one, very short, and many repeats, and play. Okay, so let's say I want to go back to next one, then you go load, and that's the previous sound. So save and load once again applies for everything. Now SIOE, here's the many using the same NIM sample. Same as before. Now you have had all these plugins, but now everything is in one place. Now one thing that's different from any other CMPE is ISJS, because it uses some knobs and sliders. Therefore, a window will pop up, but the principle is the same. It's basically the same as the last ISJS. Well, actually, I take it back. ISJS actually has had a quite significant update and upgrade. So, if you have used the ISJS before, this version actually has a cleaner sound. Let's try this again. No of course, you can save it. You can save the parameters. So if you mess up, it comes back. Okay. Now, recording is the same. When you check on the record, it's going to start recording the sound when you start a CMPE. So record, and when I press either stop or uncheck the box, it's going to open up the window where the audio file in waveform is saved, and there it is. And you can import this into your own DAW project or something else. Okay, now lastly, there's a little panic button. You should not have any occasion to press this, but basically this resets everything if something goes off. So it's kind of like tradition. It's like kind of like a MIDI panic button in all sequencers. And everything else fails. If something goes wrong, just press panic, and everything gets resetted. So all this CMPE project is available in this website, joowonpark.net/CMPE. And when you scroll down to the bottom, there's a link to download CMPE Variety Pack in either Mac OS X format or supercut patch. So in Mac OS X, you can download a standalone app that you can use if you are using a PC, or if you are a supercut user. Then you can download the supercut patch version of this and run it on supercut, which is also a free program. Now, lastly, if you want to hear a musical application of how all these things are used, you also have an album to refer to. So my latest album, Forms to Ponder, is all made with it's made with the basically this thing, with all this in here, and you can actually see how this one actually makes more than like chicken granularized, but it could be quite musical, I believe. Right, that is it. I think this is a good end of the arc of our CMPE project for now. And when we come back in a few weeks, I'm going to show you a whole another series of CMPEs with a different theme. And I think it's going to be very exciting. Thank you very much for all your continuing support, and I hope you enjoy this CMPE Variety Pack. Thank you.